This is a quickie of Ice and Fire. Torrhen Stark. Which is more noble, to stand against insurmountable odds and defend the millennia, old honor of one's family and people, or to save those same people by bowing down to a power that would devastate the armies and lands that protect and defend them? This is the question that we are begged when we come to the topic of Torrhen Stark. The king in the north, one day to be called the king who knelt, was a far more complex character than he is generally made out to be. When he heard of the path of conquest that Aegon was carving through the southern lands, he called his banners and assembled his forces. He put together what army he could, knowing that time was against him and that to bring the mighty warriors of the north together from the expanses of the vast realm required time, more than anything. At the Trident, his force came together, a fraction of what he could have brought to bear. There he found another fraction, that of Aegon's army. 1.5 times the force, assembled just as rapidly, along with 3 dragons and their riders. Torrhen was well acquainted by now with just what had happened to Black Heron at Harrenhal, as well as on the Field of Fire. His generals and bannermen urged him to go on with the conflict, or fall back to Moat Cailin. His foolhardy and belligerent half-brother even offered to sneak into the enemy camp and assassinate the dragons. Torrhen, however, decided that he liked his brother well enough not to send him to his death. Instead, he sent his half-brother Brandon under a banner of truce and eventually bowed to the might of Aegon, laying the bronze and iron circlet that was the crown of the kings of winter at Aegon's feet. After that, he was risen up and made warden of the north. Some of his bannermen and bannerwomen felt that this was a shame to their people and chose exile instead, choosing a sellsword's life as the Company of the Rose across the narrow sea. Did Torrhen make the more noble decision? Should he have attempted to kill the dragons in the night, as his half-brother suggested? Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to leave a moment from your favorite character in the Game of Thrones universe, and you just might see it featured in a future video. On the next installment of Quickie and Ice and Fire, we will talk Orys Baratheon, bastard half-brother to Aegon the First Targaryen and founder of House Baratheon. Thanks so much for watching. This has been a Quickie of Ice and Fire.